So Fixative is a spray. I shake it like crazy to get the stuff stirred up on the inside. Fixative is a professional artist's spray that will lock the charcoal or soft graphite or whatever you've got onto the drawing, onto the paper, so that it sticks on there and it doesn't lift off again. So this is the stuff that you spray all over your charcoal drawing. And the trick with this stuff is to not spray too much on. Keep the nozzle at a bit of a distance from the artwork. I usually work on about a foot or 30 centimeters away and spray very lightly across the whole surface once and then let it dry before I do the next coat. So what some people do, they get really excitable about this and they drench the paper. As a result, the paper will buckle. The paper just sort of starts rippling and buckling because there's so much moisture in the paper. That's not the result you want. You want to keep your paper nice and flat. So a very light spray. I usually repeat it about 3 times. And the way to test to see whether it's ready after you've sprayed, dried, and then you want to test to see whether it's fixed thoroughly, is to look for the extra strong dark blacks in here, and then put your finger on it and see if any of the black comes off. None of the black is coming off there. In fact, I can rub it and there's nothing coming off. So that's pretty cool. So they're the parts where the charcoal is laid on the heaviest, and they're the parts that need the extra layers of the fixative. If you've just got light areas like this, they only usually need 1 coat. But I do the whole sheet evenly so that there's no buckling that happens. And always test for the darkest areas, because that's the last bit to be fixed in the process. So in a separate video, I'll show you how to actually do the spraying of this one. Just to mention, there's a few different brands of this fixative. There's another brand that I like as well. This one's my personal favorite, but honestly, if you get anyone that says fixative and it's like an artist's material fixative, then that's really good to use. There's a real no-no. There's some people that don't buy the artist stuff and they go and buy a cheaper option, and that's a real no-no. I'll tell you all about that in the next video.